Takes it over Farino. Oh my, what a goal! Efrain Alvarez on his brother's home turf.
Nobody taught him to do what he does. Like, it comes natural to him.
No, my name's Efrain Alvarez. I play for the Galaxy. I'm a attacking mid. And I'm number 26 in the team, and then I play for the Mexican national team as well.
Okay, and if you don't mind me asking, how old are you, man?
I'm 17 years old.
17 years old, and you play already for the Galaxy?
Yeah, I play for the Galaxy now.
I heard you were the youngest guy to ever get drafted, or how did that work?
So I was the youngest to get signed with the second team.
Right.
And then I was the youngest to get signed for the first team as well. So I signed with the second team when I was 15. And then with the first team I signed when I was 16, I believe. 16 or 15 and a half, something like that, I forgot.
And where were you born?
I was born here in East LA, off Cesar Chavez and Fairmont, I believe.
Is that the hospital, or what is it? Is it somebody's house?
Yeah, well, not. Oh, I was born in the hospital. I was born in. I forgot what hospital I was born in.
But you're out here in East LA.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, my whole life.
And the crazy part about this, man, you're still out here in East LA, brother.
No, yeah, I try to keep my roots. I try to be where I'm at, where I was always at. So, and it's fun here. It's not a bad place to be.
Yeah, because a lot of people think just because you grew up here, East LA has such a bad history for gang violence or like drug sales or any stuff like that, and you're proof that it could change, man. What kind of family did you come up with?
No, I had a good family. They took us out of everything that you said, like drugs, gangs, and stuff like that. That's what they tried using, the soccer part to take us, not only me, but like my whole family out of it. And luckily they did, like the two older brothers that I had, one played in Mexico in second division, and then the other one's still playing right now. And then my older brother, Danny, he could have played and stuff, but he didn't want to, And then my younger brother, he's playing now. So it's like my dad got us out, and my mom got us all out of all that little stuff,
Wow, so you guys are like a straight soccer family, dude.
Yeah, well, since we're small, my dad would involve us around soccer and stuff. So.
And what did your dad do for a living?
He played soccer actually as well in Mexico.
So he also plays soccer. So it's in your guys' blood to be soccer players.
Yeah.
Was it forced upon you, or did you kind of just pick it up just when you were a kid and loved it?
No, since I was a kid, when I was one-ish, I would go to the park. He had a team, and I would go to the park and stuff, and I just remember kicking a soccer ball, and I loved it since there.
And when did you? I mean, not even so much you. When do you think your father kind of saw that, wow, this kid's special, talking about you, how you were more advanced than the other kids?
Well, I started playing when I was 5 and so.
Right.
So you could say 7-ish, he started seeing something. And that's when him and the coach I was with, he started putting me with older kids. Well, since I was 5, I started playing with 7-year-old kids and stuff. And after that, I started playing with older kids, 9 years old or 10 and stuff. And that since then, I started just playing with grown-ups and stuff. So,
how was the transition? You coming in and actually playing with some of these guys who are straight pros, man?
No, it's fun. That's something you look up to and you want to be. So, even older guys than me now, they still want to become pros, and so it's something that you feel happy, but you still have to keep working, it's not something you can get settled with.
What schools did you go to when you were out here in East LA?
I went for elementary before they built Anton. Mm-hmm. I went to Robert F. Kennedy up to kinder, I believe, kinder or first grade or so. And then I went to Anton my whole elementary. And then I went to Belvedere Middle School for 7th grade. And then in 8th grade, Galaxy made a high school thing, but Galaxy they wanted to they wanted me in there because since I played up, and I was playing with the kids that were going to high school now, they told me we'll do just 8th grade for you. You'll be the only one that has 8th grade,
right?
But with the high school kids, for you could be involved with the team and stuff.
When you were going to school, were there friends of yours, or did you see any gang violence out here, especially living in East LA?
No, yeah, well, when I was here it all started in middle school where I started seeing, It's because here in Anton it was first through, like kinder through like 6th grade.
Right.
So until 6th grade, I like started seeing like a little bit like of kids like doing drugs or something like that, you know. And
Right.
like I'll see that and be like, okay, like what the fuck is, like I don't what is that, you know?
Right.
And once I went to middle school, I saw everything, you know, like the fights and the drugs and all of that, all of the, like the little dumb stuff, you know, like, and people will offer me stuff and I'll just be like, no, you know.
So you kept yourself clean all that time.
No, yeah, always.
And what do you think actually helped you keep yourself clean like that?
No, well, like you could say like what our parents built us through, you know, like they never showed us that, or like we're never around it.
Was your father a tough, strict father, or what kind of father do you think he was, or is actually?
Well, I think he's strict in the part like of being like the way you act, you know, like the way you treat yourself or the way you act around people, you know. He doesn't want you looking bad. He doesn't want you doing things bad and stuff. So I think he's strict in the good way, not in the bad way.
Right, of course, of course. So how many siblings is it of you?
We're 6 in total.
Okay, it's you. How many brothers?
I have 4 brothers and then 1 sister, and she's the oldest.
And does your sister play soccer also?
No, she didn't play sports or anything.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 30, I believe now.
Okay, so there's quite a big of a difference gap between. Are you the youngest? Or there's
No,
one
I'm
younger than
the
you?
second youngest.
How
Yeah.
old is the youngest?
14, I believe. Yeah, 14 now.
And how long have you guys? How long has your father been out here in East LA?
I believe since he had my 3rd older brother, Danny, so like 22 years or something.
Okay, so he's been here for a minute.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. How did it feel the first time you walked out on that field and had an actual Galaxy uniform on, and you're walking out there looking at the lights and looking at the fans?
Well, it was my first time, like actually, like even being in that stadium. You know? Not being in it, but like stepping on the field,
Right.
and it felt good. You know, like it's like a dream come true. Like I still didn't believe it. You know, like I was like it was actually happening and stuff, because it was the first game of the season and stuff. So it was like a different atmosphere. You know, like it was the atmosphere of like the home opener that.
Right,
Someone could never imagine. It was a full crowd and stuff. And then like stepping actually onto the field and then like playing and giving an assist. It was like
I saw that. That was great.
It's
Yeah.
like a way better like experience, you know, like it's like a wow. So, and once after that, you know, after that happened, like it changes their whole mindset. Like it's from that, like that was the first little step, and now like it's starting to get bigger, you know.
But did it feel like you exhaled after getting that assist and actually getting that play out of your way, or?
No, well, yeah, like it's something that you want to do, you know, like show the coach that you could do stuff. So, and it's
When you're out there playing, you're kicking the ball. They say it's you're not giving an assist, but you're actually kicking and trying to make the goal. When you hit that ball, do you automatically feel you hit it right, or is it like playing pool where I feel that I hit it the wrong way, or does it feel like you're actually going to the goal?
No, it depends. You know, if it's a pass, you feel like if it's going good or not. You see the ball and stuff. So, if it's a pass, yeah, you could say. But if it's a shot, it's sometimes complicated. You know, sometimes a bad or unlucky shot could go in. You know, it's different than a pass.
Right.
Efrain, how did it feel? You being so young, playing with all those older guys, those professional guys, like the guys that have been playing for years.
No, it feels great, you know. It's something that I was telling him that I look up to, you know, like a guy like Zlatan, Jonah, and all these guys, like they're big team
Yeah, of course.
players, or, you know, played all over the world. So it's something that you always want to be around, and that's something that where I wanted to start, you know, players like that to help me and stuff like that.
Do they ever forget how old you are sometimes? I guess because I mean you're a real mature guy. You're way above your league as far as the age that you are.
No, well, yeah, once you, like any other human being, you know, like once you get comfortable with them and stuff, like they start like acting normal around you. You know, at first they're like, okay, like you're 17 and stuff. They try to help me, but once you get comfortable with them, like they try to talk to you the same way they talk to their friend or their family and whatever, you know. And that's the thing I like since then, like that they helped me since day one, you know, and they continue to help.
They're kind of some of them are kind of like your big brother, you would say.
Yeah.
That's right. What's the biggest difference? Because right now you're playing for the Galaxy, but you also play for is it the U17 league in Mexico?
Uh-huh.
What's the atmosphere as far as playing in a Mexican league and an American league?
No, I'm playing here for the league in the MLS as a club, and then
Right.
Mexico is a national team. It's
Okay.
like selected players from like everyone's from Mexico except for me.
Right.
So like I always believe it's like a 29-man selection. So while here's it's a league that you're trying to win champions, so I'm trying for the team,
Right.
And over there it's like a whole nation. It's the whole nation of Mexico. Like now in October, November, we have the World Cup in Brazil. So that's gonna be pretty.
So what's your schedule when you're real busy, man? How's your schedule? I mean, are you just practicing all the time, going and playing games, going back and forth? I mean, it's a lot for a guy your age.
Yeah, we have like so now that school started, like I do online school. So it's practice in the morning, and then I have to do schoolwork in the afternoon, and then it repeats every day,
Right.
And then it's our game Saturday, while I go play Saturday or Sunday and stuff. So that's pretty weird.
What's your plans for college, or are you just gonna try to? Or you are pro, or are you just gonna just play it? I mean, graduate high school and that's it.
Well, I'm gonna graduate high school hopefully this year, and then after this year, I'm gonna try to do like 2 years of like Southern New Hampshire. It's called the online school.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay.
How does it feel with all these kids looking up to you when you go to a game? You got a crowd trying to get your autograph, pictures with you, correct?
No, yeah, well, it's a great feeling, like how you say, like I want to be there one day, like everyone asking me for pictures and stuff. But it's something that like has to motivate you more than like settle you down, like it's like, okay, these certain people asking for pictures, like next time I want more, like it's something that like motivates me.
How do you feel that, I don't know if you know this yet because you're so young, but I mean, you're in East LA, you're a Mexicano. One day you may be seen as an Oscar de la Hoya. I mean, as somebody out here that made it from the streets of East LA and is really being a role model for the kids. That put pressure on you?
No, well, it didn't put pressure on me. Not like you can say nothing puts pressure on me, but it motivates me. Like who wouldn't want to motivate the kids like where I wanted to be one day? Like that's where they want to be one day.
Yeah,
so
brother. What would you tell a kid like 11 years old that comes from a tough neighborhood with a low income that thinks they can't make it out?
No, it doesn't matter the income or not the income. It's the point where your parents. Of course, your parents are gonna like battle the most for you, but it comes down to where the person wants to battle. Like I went through sacrifices that like no one ever saw or anything. Like from only my family saw. Like the practice to school and all that stuff. Like I missed a lot of school because I like would travel and stuff. To train. So like that's something that my parents always struggle with. Like school, like they would always get mad at my parents and stuff. And it came down like to good, like they sacrificed themselves, like going into jail and stuff, or me missing a lot of school. And that's something that like I'm happy about to return back to them,
Right. So yeah, I think a lot of people never really see the behind the scenes of how much work you guys actually had to put in. I mean, when you were a kid, how much games were you playing?
When I started playing a lot again. I played like 5 games a day and stuff.
Okay.
But now, like like your body has to rest and stuff, so it changes,
Were you any of your brothers ever rivals, like as far as teammates, or they were a different age?
Last year, well, when I played with the second team,
Yeah.
my second to older brother, he was playing for Las Vegas Lights in the
That's right, I
USL.
saw that, yeah.
And like we played against each other and
Is that
stuff.
pretty exciting?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
That's pretty cool. Huh?
Yeah,
That's
it was more exciting because we beat them. So it was like, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Well, that's some good stuff.
I know your family personally. I know you personally. I watched you play around on the streets. I don't remember when I first moved in.
Yeah.
I had told you guys practicing so much you should have been pro. And you guys, when my brother is pro, Carlos, I don't remember you being able to tell me about that. How do you stay so humble? You and your family are just the most humblest people that I've met.
No, I repeat, like it doesn't come down if you're pro or not pro. We're human beings at the end of the day, like it's not a difference if we have a contract making money or we go work in the morning at 4 a.m. or so. Because my parents still do that, they're normal human beings. So it doesn't change us from being different, Of course, we have a different schedule and stuff, but it doesn't change us from being different human beings at the end of the day. So, like, we always try to work hard, try to get better every day. So you could say that helps a lot, it's mentality-wise.
I've seen you personally help kids around here, like Weddle. You go out of your way to spend time with him. I've seen it.
No, well, yeah,
And
like how I say, like he has a different background than us, you know, like it's something that like we try to help him out, and his mom, you know, like she's solo and stuff, so she tries to help out not only him but his sister as well, you know, like it's something that we try to help him out. Like now he started playing sports, he started playing soccer and stuff. Like he never played, you know, since he moved in, like we started teaching him and stuff. So it's something that like I tried, not only me, but like my brothers and stuff, like we try revolving him around, you know. And every time we go play and stuff, like he comes around and goes plays, or every time I have the chance to take him to the games, like I'll go take him, you know, for he can have fun, you know, something he never experienced, you know.
Yeah.
So it's something different, like that's what I try to do, you know, like hopefully one day like I could build a field here in the park or something, or something for the kids, you know. I'm trying to look into that, and I want to do that, you know.
Since you're not starting right now, does that motivate you more?
No, yeah, right now it's like we have such a good team, you know, it's hard to start, but it motivates me more for the way like I want to start and stuff, but also if you really see, it's my first year like being a pro. So it's like right now I'm trying to get the most, like you could say, juice out of everyone.
Right.
Like trying to learn the good and bad stuff, you know, like trying to get all the good, and whatever is bad, you know, turn it into good. So like the coach talks to me, and like he's all like, don't worry if you don't start. Like he's all like, get everything, like, you know, like when you go in as a sub, like he's like, be important for us, do some good plays and stuff, you know. He's all like, don't worry about like if you're not a starter, if you're a starter, you know, you're 17 years old. And he's all like, these guys are like 35, 30 something. Like don't worry about it, you know, like next year, like you could focus on that more, you know. Like this year, just try to get the juice out of everyone, and like focus on doing like the little correct stuff, you know, learning how to be a pro and stuff.
What was the biggest surprise that came to you after actually started playing with professional team?
No, well, the biggest surprise is like the thing that you had to do, the extra little stuff, like sleep good, eat well, every little thing, you know, like I didn't focus on that, but now like you do, you know, like you realize the difference between the players that do and that don't. You know, the players that do, like they stay there for a while, and the players that don't, they start getting kicked out little by little, you know.
It's pretty much you get out of what you put into it.
Of course.
Can you take us back to the first game, very first game that you played as a pro? If I remember right, you guys were losing 2-1. Can't remember the team, but when you came in, it switched the whole game around. You did an assist,
Yeah.
and then you did a kick.
So it was against Chicago Fire, and well, I came in, and I think like 7 minutes or something, like after I came in, I went in, I did the assist, and then like towards the end of the game, it was a throw-in, and then the throw-in, they hit it to me, and like I laid it off, and then my teammate Chris Pontius, he shot, it hit the post, and then Ibra came in to score, and it was a great feeling, you know, at the end of the game. Like I felt happy because I made my debut, and my family was there to see me, you know. But then, like, I felt happy because I helped the team, like, win and stuff. You know?
Before you were making that kick, did you feel like telling yourself, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up?
No, yeah, of course, you know, you want to do good, you know, to play more and stuff to show the coach, you know, but it's like...
I know me, I would have been like, don't mess up, don't mess up, and I would have shot it the other way and made a goal on another team.
No, yeah. No, yeah, you don't want your team to mess up, so it was like close to them, so I tried to like give him a perfect ball for he could like score, you know, or do something or give a good pass, and he had a good shot, and Ibra came in to finish it off.
So what do you do? What's a guy like you that's young and pretty much could have anything he wanted? What do you do for fun, man?
Nothing. After I come back from practice,
Yeah.
I relax here with my family, or my girlfriend comes over, and we relax here. And then most of the time we go like play soccer with my like uncles and friends and stuff.
So even off time, you still love you. So you love soccer pretty much, right?
No, yeah, we like it. Like I go and play with my brothers and stuff, so it's fun, you know.
So there's two things you would love. Well, a couple of things: your family, soccer, and East LA, I think.
No, yeah, everything that involved like me, like I love doing, you know, like if it's coming down to being with my family or playing soccer or being around the city, you know, it's always great to be here.
Do you get recognized a lot?
When I'm out of the city, yeah, but not around. Well, I only go to the park here and stuff, so.
No, well, I think a lot of people just haven't really caught wind to you yet, but because you're young, man. But I mean, in the next few years, brother, you keep going at the pace you're going, the way you're going, you're destined to be a big star here in LA, man.
No, well, yeah, like how I said, like it's something that like we're trying like to involve the whole East LA, you know, like not only for them to notice me, but like to notice everything, like
Yeah,
the
of
soccer wise, the sports wise, not only sports, you know. Here it's a big like baseball thing, like I see, you know, so it's something that they should involve, you know. If local teams like the Dodgers or something start seeing that it's a good thing here, you know, like they start taking players to camps or stuff like that, you know, like it could change like people's lives, you know, like some people don't have money to like play anywhere else or so it could change, you know, little things.
Do you?
Oh yeah, why?
Can you talk about that? Or?
I'm really close to Steve Nash and stuff,
Okay.
and he's like such a cool guy with me, you know. And
I think a lot of people don't know. I hate to jerk that he's a big soccer fan.
Oh yeah, super big soccer fan. He loves soccer, you know. I think he owned like part of a team in Spain, Mallorca or something like that. And yeah, he's such a cool guy with me. Like my agent, like he's close with him and stuff. So we went to go and play soccer a few times and stuff.
So how cool was meeting Steve Nash and knowing that he was so into soccer?
No, it was super cool, you know, like at first I was starstruck. I was like, damn, like is this really happening and stuff? Like anyone, I still get starstruck with anyone, you know, like it's something like I'd love to see anyone, you know.
I know in every sports I have an idol, Marcus Allen, as you can see. Did you have a soccer idol that you wanted to meet that you've met?
No, yeah, but the guy Ibra that I'm playing with him now, you know, like it's his personality, like on the field or on camera, is like something you always want to see, you know. And then being around him every day in the locker room and stuff like that, like people that don't see it's funny, you know, like things that like you can't say or like tell, you know, like it's funny to see. It's some things that's funny in camera, you know.
That's right, brother.
Can you take us into the locker room one day when you go in? What's a day's work for you?
No, well, I go in the locker room, we had to be there at 9 and we train at 10. We always have to be there an hour earlier. It doesn't matter what time it has to be. And then they have breakfast there for a setup. And then you could eat breakfast if you want. If not, like you relax an hour, get ready for practice. You go warm up to the gym a little bit before training, or you get checked out by the doctor, whatever you have. And then we go out of the locker room like 15 minutes before training. And we train for an hour or so, an hour 30. We come back, but we have mandatory gym, like we all have to do gym together. If not, some people shower and stuff, or the people could go do gym on their own, you know, a little bit of lifting or they could go with the doctors and get like massages or something, whatever you want, you know. And then if you shower fast or whatever, you could have lunch yourself, or once you shower, after you're done with everything, you shower and we have lunch, and after lunch we could head back home.
Tell me, where did you come up with your, I don't know if it's the roll?
Oh, yeah.
What do you call it when you score a goal?
Alvarez going to pick that back post, and it's 3-1 in favor of Galaxy 2. Now that was clinical.
No, yeah, well, the celebration that ex-Galaxy player used to do, Robbie Keane.
Okay.
And I liked it, you know, like he just did a cartwheel and then a roll, but I haven't learned the cartwheel. So it's a little bit, you know, but I did the roll and stuff. And then one of my little nephews, he likes doing it when he plays and he likes scoring. So every time like I score, like I try doing it for him and stuff.
You got any nickname right now they call you?
No, just Efra.
Efra?
Yeah.
I heard somebody call you the Boy Wonder one time. I said,
yeah, no.
That's not right.
They're always calling you a prodigy when they speak about you.
Yeah, no, just Efra, you could say, besides that I know of. Yeah.
I knew you before you got a little healthy. How much weight did you put on since you went pro?
No, yeah, I had to, how I said, it's a little details, you know, like it's something that I never was around, you know, and it's different, you know, like the part that you have to take care of yourself and know what to eat, what not to eat. So it's different, you know. And then the muscle part, that like the computer, you know, like I never knew it was digital and stuff like that. You know, they can see how much water you have in your body, how much.
Oh, they check all that?
Yeah, it's crazy, you know. Like it's the little details, how much muscle and stuff. So it's something that like they know what it's perfect, you know.
It's much more scientific than we think.
Yeah,
It's more than just hitting a ball around.
No, yeah, 1,000%.
How do you ever out there running and just get completely exhausted?
No, yeah, like anyone else, you know, like you're gonna get tired at a moment, but it helps, you know, like if you're well rested, like you eat well, everything, you know, like you hydrate well and stuff, like you could last, you know, like, but you could be tired the next day and recover, because that recovers you fast and stuff. So it's the little details.
Is there any time that you've woken up and I mean you just feel like a truck ran you over?
Well, yeah, it's after, like, you could say every game, you know, like if you play full 90 or so and you run a lot,
right, you
feel like that, like you feel exhausted and stuff.
Do you ever pick up the phone and call Carlos, your brother?
We
ask him something that you maybe ran into in the league?
No, for the first, yeah, you could say the first weeks or so, like I called him and, you know what, like this and this, like I'd seen you, like what do you think and stuff. And like he'll tell me, you know, like he's been in the league several years now, so he knows what it takes. And then like he could say, like, he tells me like, oh, what about this? Have you seen this or this or this? And like I tell him like, yeah, you know, like I've been around it and stuff. So it's something like that he talks and we talk, you know.
How long do you? I know you're just 17. Are you 17 now?
Yeah.
Okay, I know you're just 17. How long do you see your career going?
Well, I hope I could play like until I'm like 40 or something, you know.
What's like, let's say, what's an old soccer player nowadays?
30.
Is it
37.
Is it almost like basketball wise as far as age goes?
Yeah, you could say.
So but you want to play till you're 40?
Yeah, I want to be involved like around soccer as much as I can. If I can't go as much as that, like I'll tell myself to stop. But like I want to be if after that, like I can be something, I want to be a coach or do something, you know, around soccer. Make sure you watch American Cholo on YouTube. I'm Efrain Alvarez from the LA Galaxy.
That's right. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.